All right, pinball fans, this is the moment you guys have been waiting for. I know a lot of you kind of put off updating, but thanks to Nailbuster, this is going to be possible for a lot more people. He's went above and beyond, and we have a brand new baller installer. November 3rd, 2023. This is it. So let's get it. We have a brand new pinup popper 1.5 with a ton of new features I'm going to try to go over. I even learned some new stuff. So thanks to Nailbuster for going over a lot of this with me. I've been trying to test some stuff and try to figure out some bugs and better ways to set stuff up. And I've even learned some stuff. So um, let's see if we can't help you guys. So first and foremost, the main thing, we're going to start out with the new Baller Installer. Here it is. This is going to give you all the new features. It's going to have 32-bit, 64-bit, 10.7, 10.8, basically just like I do for all my updates, but this is all in one package. Has the new B2S, like I said, the new pinup popper. The only thing that he did not add, and he didn't really want to get into it with those guys, but this does not have the color updates. So I will be adding those down in the comments below, and I'll add that to my video and show you how to install that. So where my other one was like a 15-step update video, um, as you can see here, there's only one file really to update. I have 3 files in here because I always keep the newest version of GL and DirectX 10.8. So you can go ahead and drop those into your folder at any time. But basically all we're going to have to update is the color system. Alright, and we will have to set up B2S because with his installer it can't set up full DMD. So we'll go over that also. Um, but yeah, let's get into it, guys. So here we go. This is a fresh install. Um, there's nothing on my hard drive. You can see here, and let's hit it. So we're going to launch the new Baller installer. We're going to click accept. I'm going to go through it with you guys all in one. We're going to leave it at this default C Vpinmame. We're going to hit next. Install. Now, in my video, I might skip through some of this just to save some time. But all right, it's almost done. All right, DirectX pops up. We're going to go ahead and click accept that. Hit next, next, install that. All right, now that that finishes, we're just going to click finish. And we're going to leave that checked. We're going to have finish on run config. All right, it's going to pop this up. We're just going to hit next page. All right, you're going to pick whatever your cab is. If you're, of course, your 1080p, you're going to click that and then click what type of screen setup you have. I'm going to do full DMD. This is a 2K screen, but we're actually going to pick 4K. Hit apply layout. Just to check, make sure your windows are laid out. Your primary play field needs to be on the left, then the back glass and the DMD. You can check that just to make sure. You can go into your NVIDIA or AMD settings. I'll go ahead and pull these up just to show. It needs to be like this. It doesn't have to be 1, 2, 3. It doesn't matter about the number. Just make sure this is playfield, back glass, and DMD. Alright. So we're going to hit next page. Also make sure that your scaling's only on 100% in your screens. Alright, we're going to test display. Looks good. We're going to install apps. Click that. Just let it run. You don't have to touch anything. It'll finish on its own. It's going to do future pinball. It'll disappear. This actually updates BAM. Thanks to Terry Red. It updates BAM, future pinball, all that stuff. So this will play the new future pinball tables. No need to update that. Alright, it says apps finished, proceed to 3, so let's click on 3. Alright, this is Pinup Popper. On this part, I'm going to pause this video and I'm going to turn on the other two screens so you'll be able to see a little bit better. Alright, here we go. We got all three screens active. I'm not going to use Topper, so I don't have to worry about that. We're going to go to the DMD for Slim. That's going to go over to all the way over to our DMD. We're going to click full screen. Make sure that's full screen. And click back glass. We're going to drag that over to the back glass. We're going to hit full. Make sure that's full screen. Click full screen button. Playfield, we're going to click full screen. Then you can click show select. It'll give you a box back. Music, that's also going to go to the DMD screen. Over here. Full screen. And then apron, full DMD. That's going to go to the DMD screen. The reason you use music is because some pup packs use that as a DMD screen also. There we go. Once we got those set, that's all the main ones. Topper, DMD, backglass, playfield, music, and apron. Alright, the rest of those we don't have to worry about. If you're going to set up like instructional card or something, you could put game info, game help, whatever, wherever you want it. We're going to hit save settings. Exit setup. Alright, we finished step 3. We're going to go to step 4. Alright, now we're going to go to the next step. We'll test the DMD page. Now this, you're not going to, this just sets up your DMD device INI, but since I'm going to update with the new color system, we won't have to worry about this. We're going to change the DMD device INI anyway. So you won't have to worry about that. All you got to do is hit save DMD settings. Alright. Then we're going to go to next page and close. That's it. You guys just installed everything. Alright. So I'm going to show you here. I'm going to go to my PC. I'm going to go to C drive, Vpinmame, and we have all the new stuff set up. So let's go ahead and update first before we get started. Let's go to Visual Pinball. Alright, and I'm going to go to the Vpinmame. Alright. Something else that the Baller Installer doesn't do, it doesn't give you the alt color, the music, and some other stuff too. So we're going to add all that. I'll give you my files below, but once you get those, it's going to be this. It'll have this one x86 64 color plugins. I've got it all set up in here. So all you're going to do is grab all these. You're going to drag it over, drop it in, and override. Okay. Alright, once we've did that, since he does not have colored enabled, we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to go down to setup 64 or setup, either one, doesn't matter. We're going to open that up. We're going to click on setup defaults, and you're just going to check color DMD right here. Hit that, hit OK, and quit. Alright, now we have to set up our full DMD for a B2S server. So we're going to go back. While I'm in here, I'm going to go ahead and update this. All you have to do, he already has the alt launchers and Pinup Popper. I mean, everything already set up, so you don't have to set up alt launch or any of that. But we're going to update the new VPX. So I'm just going to open the GL, grab these files, drag them in, override. That's it. Same with the DirectX one if you want to use that. He has them named the same, so that's all you got to do to update that. So later on, when a new version of GL or DirectX comes out, this is 1705 here, but I'm sure they'll have a new version tomorrow. All you do is download it, extract it to the folder. That's it. Alright, so we're going to go to the tables folder. Alright, and first thing we're going to do, we're going to go to the screenres.txt, because if you don't put these numbers in, you will not be able to see the little box on your back glass. So basically you're going to put in your playfield resolution. Alright, so mine's 2560 by 1440. That's it. And I'm going to save. Alright, so now when we run this screen res identifier, let's click on this. See that? It pops up full screen. So I'm gonna, at the top here, I'm going to check 3 screen because that's what I have, and it's going to say, do you want to recommend setup? Yeah. Alright. So my playfield's full screen, my back glass is already full screen, and all I have to do is go over to the DMD, and all you got to do where it says DMD location, you want to make that 0 and 0. Alright, 0, 0. And the DMD size, I'm just going to put the full DMD, the full resolution. 1920 by 1080 is what mine is. 1920 by 1080. Alright, that's it. I'm going to come back to the playfield. Bottom left hand corner, it says Save Settings. Save. OK. And then exit in the top right hand corner. That's it. So we've got B2S set up. We've got the color DMDs set up. Everything. Okay. I'm going to clean my tables folder up a little bit. A couple of these JPs things I'm going to delete. These test tables. I'll leave the screen size calibration table in there because you can use that to set up later. I'm going to delete those. And I got to get me some tables. If you already had your tables backed up or however you did it, or if you want to download some new tables, that's fine. But I have mine backed up. Alright. Now let's get into some cool features with the new Pinup Popper 1.5. So let's go Pinup. Let's open up the config. Alright, we're going to go Popper Setup. Or Games Manager. We're going to add some games. Let's go to VPX first. Scan. I got Elvis, Life Action Heroes, SpongeBob, Star Trek. Add. Alright, now we're going to go to Future Pinball. Scan. Alien and Jaws. Okay. Now, once you go back to your all games on this list, now you need to know this whenever you install them, but you need to know what's a 10.8, what's 10.7. So Star Trek Next Generation, we know that's 10.7. We don't have to do anything. If you know you're going to run a B2S back glass or something like that, now you can make sure you turn off displays. So like when you set up Popper, it's going to leave like Screen 5 for full DMD. That'll be on all the time. But if you're not using the image in Popper to be your full DMD, like you actually have a B2S full DMD, you want to turn that off. So look, just go in here, uncheck default. See there? And that'll keep no displays on. Alright? So for the most part, you want that. So same thing, SpongeBob, we can turn that off. Even easier, I'll show you, you can go set the default to all of them to be off, and then if you just need to turn one on per table, then you could turn that on. I think that's probably what I'll do. Okay, but so Star Trek's 10.7, you don't have to mess with that. SpongeBob, we know that's 10.8. So what you do, you go over here on the right hand side, alternate launcher. Look at there, he's already got them all in here. So VPX GL64 is what I'm going to use, but you could use the DirectX version, which is a Vpinball X64. So let's hit GL. Alright, I'm going to save on that. Elvis, the rest of these are, I think I was running Elvis on 10.8. Star Trek's 10.7. Alright. Last Action Hero, I think's 10.8 or 10.7. So that's it. So now let's go to Future Pinball. Now this is what's cool. So JAWS, we know JAWS is a pin event table. Look here, custom launch parameter. Click that, pin event. Already set up, just like that. It's awesome. Aliens Legacy, you know that's a pin light table. So it needs to run the DMDExt to turn the DMD on. So look here, go to custom variable, click this, Future Pinball DMDExt. Look at that, saved just like that. How awesome is that? So he already has them set up. You don't have to do any special script or anything. Same thing, you can turn screens off here, but I say we're going to cut them off as a default. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to close this. I'm going to go to the popper setup emulators. We're going to go to Future Pinball, and right here we're just going to take this 5, which is full DMD staying on. We'll just turn that off. Alright, save that. Same way with Visual Pinball X. That way if we need one on for a certain table, there's not too many tables you need to leave a full DMD on, because most of them will be built in with the either the putt pack or the full DMD B2S. So you don't really need just like a random image. There's a few tables that you won't have a full DMD or something for, that you just put an image in popper and you can use it, and you can just set it. Okay. Show you guys some other cool stuff. In your game manager, if you go to your media manager, alright, let's say Star Trek Next Generation, you wanted a full loading video, whereas before you had to click it, search for a blank and all that. Look, now right click this, add blank. It already puts it in there for you. How awesome is that? Then you can search, find a full screen, here. Look at there. Download and use. It's going to ask you, do you want to override or not? We're just going to hit add to list. Type 3. Hit OK. There you go. You got your full load video. And something else I learned. How many of you guys have had your loading videos, and you click the button to start your table and the loading video is just blasting? Well, here you can easily convert it and turn the volume down. So basically, you come down here, you click on this screen 3 MP4 for Star Trek. You can hit convert. It gives you all kind of stuff. You can turn the images. You can reduce the size of it. But right here, you can increase the volume if it's low, but volume lower by 50%. Or you can mute it. If you didn't want to hear anything at all, you can just mute it. But we're going to lower the volume by 50%. Hit convert. Just like that. It lowered that volume of that crazy full screen video. Or you can mute it. That's two great options. Automatically add blanks and converting. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. Alright, a couple other cool features is that it will, so we go to Games Manager. You can update your games through update, or you could replace them. For those people that like to keep the crazy file names, like biggest version 5688, you can just click replace, and you can drag the file in here, and it'll rename all of your media, your backglass, playfield, and all that stuff for you, and change the name of your game. Or you could just update the existing one in there. So like if you had Star Trek and you wanted to update, you could just click update, find the new Star Trek file, put it in there, and it will keep your thing. And all you'd have to do if you wanted to, keep your version or whatever, you could use it over here on the right hand side. Um, you could type in tags or anything you want to save, like what file number. You don't actually have to have it in the name itself. That's kind of crazy. I know a lot of people do though. I like to keep my names simple, keep my tables folder good and clean. Before we get to playing any games, let's check our EXEs, make sure we have all of our settings. So I'm going to close this out. First of all, we're going to go to C drive, Vpinball, Visual Pinball. So you have to set 10, 10.8, and 10.7. So we're going to do 10.8 first. Just open this up. Preferences, video, and check and make sure they look something like this. On 10.8 GL, you want to run window mode, disable, all that. Frame pacing, 0. This looks like good setting here. Close that out. Let's run the default. Okay, I don't like the box popping up showing me my tables folder, but if you like it, you can leave it. I'll turn it off. I hit preference. I'm going to go to the UI options. Uncheck autosave. I don't like it autosaving every 10 minutes. Uncheck all this. Uncheck start VP with directly to open. Alright, so we're going to get preference, then video. I don't like ball trail. Take that off. I need to make sure that force full screen's on. I need to check, see it's on the wrong megahertz. It's on 60 hertz. This is a 164 hertz screen, so I want to make sure that I check that. All the rest of it looks pretty good. We'll leave that. I'm going to uncheck force full screen for now so I can use my F1. Hit OK, close that out. Alright, let's fire up Pin-Up Popper. Oh, I'm going to show you how to fix this right quick too. Let me go ahead and exit out of this. Since I used a 4K setup on 2K screen, we're going to go to Popper. We're going to go to Popper Setup, a Global Config, up here at the Game and Wheel toolbar. Alright, so we're going to go to 21, and I think it's about 180, I think, for 2K. Let's hit save. Alright, I want to go over a few more features of the new Popper Record. What you need to do, you need to set it up for your system. So we're going to go to C, Vpinball, Pinup System. Alright, we're going to go down to Recordings folder. And then the record start.bat, we need to right click and we need to edit. Alright, so this is where you're going to set this up if you're doing 4K or not. If you want to do 60 FPS, which I do, so I'm going to change that to 1. If you have NVIDIA and all that. So we're going to save that. Then you got to back up, go to the launch folder, and you now have a record all screens.bat. So you right click that, we're going to edit that. And this shows you all the different screens you can have to record. So you can add more if you want to record topper and all that. So these are the 3 that I have. Basically just playfield, backglass, and full DMD. And you can set the time. I'll just do 10 seconds on all 3. But if you wanted to do like topper, you could just add another line, copy, paste it, switch it to 0 for the, just like that. Alright. If you don't have all these and you want to get rid of a screen, you just type in REM in front of it. Just like that. It'll turn that part off. Okay. So we want to exit this, save. Alright, now we're going to get into launching Pinup Popper. Let's go to Star Trek. I'm going to stretch my DMD out here. Right click, save it position. Alright. I'm going to turn the volume up on it. Press N to close the door. Alright. So we can press our O for our operators menu. And then you can go down to record displays. And now you have a record all. So it'll record the playfield, backglass, and the DMD. So let's hit record all. It'll do it all for you at once. If you don't want to, if you just add in like one table or something, like if you're adding multiple tables, I suggest you use the Popper auto record. Alright, and there it is. I recorded all our media for right inside the game. Let's check Future Pinball. So I showed you Future Pinball. I'll show you that it'll work. Alright, there it is. Future Pinball up and running. The Aliens Legacy will work also. It'll even use the DMDExt, but you're still going to have to get Future Pinball out of full screen to drag it over and use the options to change the color and everything. That's in my other video, but you can check it out there. Alright, hope that helps you guys out. This is a lot easier to set up, a lot less files, and yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Till next time.